Hey, I'm Tyler.
And I'm Katie.
You're listening to Not-Stalgia. Kate, you ever dance with a podcast in the pale moonlight?
What? No.
Katie, have you ever seen the 1989 Michael Keaton starring, Tim Burton directed Batman?
It's not the one that goes ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
No, that's Batman Forever, which we've seen on this podcast with Jim Carrey. The
I was
villain.
going to wonder why you were showing it to me again.
The villain, I like it so much, I just tricked you, and I'm like, oh, a couple years have gone by, okay, let's do this again. No, this is one with Jack Nicholson as the Joker. The music is by Prince and Danny Elfman. What a combo.
Back on our bullshit.
Have you ever seen this? We never watched it together? So. Wow. Look at us. I was certain that we had
Breaking
seen this.
new ground in our relationship.
So, what are your thoughts on Tim Burton in general? And his films?
Likes a lot of black and white stuff.
But what are your thoughts on him?
When I was a sword goth light, I think we as a friend group and high school friend group got into Tim Burton. But I feel like we just watched like the same 3 movies over and over again.
What were they?
Edward Scissorhands.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Scissorhands.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Maybe.
Corpse Bride?
Oh,
was that
Corpse
out around
Bride.
that time?
Yeah.
Big Fish? That's not really a fun...
No, that's not a fun one.
Yeah, so maybe it was just...
Maybe it was just 2.
2 movies, not even Beetlejuice.
No.
Interesting. Ed Wood certainly wasn't Ed Wood.
I had a lot of heavy pewter jewelry at that time.
Yeah, so you've said this before on the podcast, and I don't believe you. You call yourself a sword goth when you were, what, 11, 12, 13 maybe? 14?
13, 14, somewhere in there. It was not good. It was not a good time in my life.
To me, a goth is wearing all black. Were you wearing all black?
I would wear as much black as my parents would allow.
What would be like a
either
color?
Shirt or pants. Because they loved me.
What was your accent color? They would make you wear like something totally not goth at all?
No, you'd have to wear like a jean or something.
Okay, so black shirt.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
jeans.
Yeah.
Okay. And pewter jewelry,
a
like
lot
a ring,
of pewter jewelry, a
necklace?
lot of like heavy pewter necklaces.
Where did you get these?
I just like
the firehouse,
shops around.
The firehouse
then,
flea market.
Yeah, and then like a low ponytail that made me look like a colonial young boy. Eager to start his apprenticeship. Those school pictures from that time, they're not great.
But you were certainly not allowed to wear makeup, so you weren't wearing black eyeliner. No. I just want to make it clear for the listeners that...
I don't think it was that I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. I just had like no inclination to wear makeup.
I see.
And also had no idea what I was doing with makeup.
But there's no black lipstick.
No.
Right, there's no like pale foundation.
No.
No black nail polish.
No.
Right, so that's where I bristle with the term goth. Maybe in your heart and mind you were goth. And sword?
It was not just a
sword? What did you do with the swords? You said a sword goth?
Listen, listeners, I'm a pretty regular dude. I'm a pretty regular lady.
Okay.
But there was a time in my life where I owned maybe a couple swords.
But you were into sword-based martial arts, right?
Yeah.
Were those swords related to that?
Yes, but I feel like I took like a lot of pictures with me and swords.
I've never seen...
Which will never surface.
I've never even seen them.
Yep.
We've been married for a long time.
My sister just sent a picture of me with a bunch of swords.
All right, I'll have to go back in the text chain. All right,
so
I have one, but you say there's many. All right,
there's a few.
I'll be on a mission next time.
It's because
next time
my
we're
sister
visiting
had,
home.
for the time, it was probably a good digital camera, but in retrospect, a really crummy digital camera that you would have to hold for like 8 seconds.
It's kind of like the equivalent of like early photography, where you'd have to sit there perfectly, have a brace for your neck. She definitely
took a lot of pictures of me with
swords.
I would be like, hey, sis, you want to take a picture of me with my sword?
Hang on. I really can't wrap my head around this. So you're so relatively sheltered. You're not allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah.
You don't have Nickelodeon, and if you did, you certainly wouldn't be watching it. But you were allowed how much access to these swords at home? Could you do whatever you wanted with them?
They weren't sharp.
Oh, were they metal?
Yeah.
They're metal, but not sharp.
Yeah, it's like a practice sword.
But they're metal?
That you would get for martial arts.
We have one wooden one here that survived all these years. It's in our basement.
Yeah, there's actually, I think, 2.
But
I got a spare.
You also had metal ones?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to
talk
more off the podcast.
order it from the catalog.
But where are they all now?
Maybe that's with all my armor, which I think is also in the basement.
You have a metal sword in our basement?
Yeah, it's not sharp.
Interesting.
I only ever got to use a sharp one once.
What do you do with the sharp one? You can't fight an opponent with it.
No, but you just demonstrate all your different forms and moves.
On what? Do you get to like swing it at something? Or just in the air?
No, you do like forms, like how you would.
Okay, but you don't like cut a watermelon at the end.
No.
And these are not katana swords.
Yeah.
They're katanas?
Yeah. There's so much you don't know about
Wait
me
a minute.
as my husband.
I don't know. I just always thought these were wooden, these swords. I knew you did this. I have much to learn.
You do.
Well, Kate, you were too busy learning an important self-discipline with your martial arts
I was very disappointed.
that you didn't even have time to watch Tim Burton's Batman.
I performed hundreds of overhead chops a day.
You know who else performs a lot of overhead chops?
Batman?
Michael Keaton as Batman. Oh, so now we know what you think about Tim Burton and swords. What do you think about Michael Keaton?
Oh, he's great.
You like
he's
him?
having like a renaissance right now.
You seem to have liked him, like you've always liked him. You
I've
saw
always liked
Mr.
Michael,
Mom
yeah.
from a young age?
Yeah.
Is that like one of your mom's favorites?
Sure,
How
yeah.
did you come upon it?
It's, sometimes Michael Keaton comes up in regular conversation with a parent and your mom says, "Oh my God, you've never seen Mr. Mom?" And then she makes you sit down and watch a 2-hour movie.
Oh, is that how it happened?
Yeah.
When you were a small child?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've seen Mr. Mom.
He looks great in a pair of like 80s high waist, those jeans.
Mr. Mom jeans.
Those jeans that are like so thick, they're basically cardboard.
Yeah, it's like, how do you move? Wow. Yeah, you've always liked Michael Keaton, it seems, right? We've seen a lot
I
of
have
his
a little
movies
soft,
together.
warm spot for him.
You've of course seen Beetlejuice, where he worked with Tim Burton 1 year prior to becoming Batman. All right, Kate, let's dig into it here. This movie premiered in theaters June 23rd, 1989. It was directed by Tim Burton. 1 year after Beetlejuice, Batman is only his third feature film. Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, and then Batman, which is a pretty insane trajectory because this is a big franchise to hand to him. It was written by Sam Hamm and Warren Scarron. I can't believe that's the credit.
I'm dying.
Sam Hamm and Warren Scarron.
Warren Scarron.
Skaaren.
Warren Scarron.
It's based on the character Batman from 1939, I think was his first appearance in DC Comics, Detective Comics. That character, of course, was created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. Batman, as we know, had a successful TV and movie adaptation in the late 1960s, but as we also know, it was campy as hell.
It was pretty wacky.
In 1978, years later, over 10 years later, Warner Brothers put out a Superman movie that treated Superman somewhat seriously. Have you ever seen that movie, the 1978 Superman?
Mm-mm.
Christopher Reeve?
Oh, Christopher Reeve. That was sad.
When he became paralyzed?
Yeah.
Okay. So that movie did well, and Superman has always kind of been like the other huge character for DC Comics, Superman and Batman. So that generated some interest in Hollywood in making a similar, like, somewhat serious movie about Batman. So some producers were like, oh, I think we could do this. We could do Superman again, but with Batman, and it won't be campy and silly like the 60s. But a lot of the studios balked at that idea because the TV show was just so silly. It was hard for the studios to imagine risking any money funding a darker, more serious Batman movie. In 1986, Frank Miller's comic miniseries The Dark Knight Returns came out. It was a super grim Batman story. In 1988, Alan Moore and Brian Ballard put out their one-shot comic, The Killing Joke, which is a one-issue comic, not a miniseries, and that's about the Joker, and it's super duper dark as well.
I think black tunic wearing pewter jewelry toting me.
Yeah,
I really liked it.
You didn't you weren't into comics during that
No.
that phase. You should have been. You should have been into twisted comics, mess. You would have loved like Sandman and this stuff. I feel like. Anyway, so you have these dark comics now. You have some producers interested in making a more serious Batman adaptation, and that all coalesced in 1989 with a studio, Warner Brothers, finally agreeing to make a Batman movie that was dark like those two comics. It's not really that dark by a modern standard, but it was super dark compared to the Adam West version. And they're not just being dark like those 80s comics, they're also taking inspiration from the sort of original darker noir aspects of Batman from the late 30s
Yeah,
and 40s.
because he's like a detective, but a bat.
Yeah, and it was a little more serious when those first couple
He should be like
years.
talking about gams.
He should be. So this movie, like, it kind of takes place in a nondescript time period that is like Art Deco. It looks noir-y. It's really like modern day, but it kind of looks like the 30s and 40s.
Did I see this? Does it look like evil Willy Wonka?
No, that was Batman Forever, I really think.
Okay.
We'll find out. We're going to find out in a minute when it comes on. You would remember Jack Nicholson as the Joker? And he looks like they just paint him white. Like, he looks like Jack Nicholson. You really can't remember, can you? You're not sure.
I don't remember anything from before 2016.
So Michael Keaton was hired to play Batman and Bruce Wayne, and that decision was so unpopular with comic book fans that 50,000 of them wrote angry letters to Warner Brothers leading up to the movie saying, like, do not cast him.
So, in the absence of the internet, there were still a bunch of dweebs.
Yep.
Shrimp brains, if you will, who just can't keep themselves together.
They were, I'm going to go a little easier on them. They were big nerds, big old nerds, and this was when comics were not cool. Like nowadays, every comic movie is the biggest grossing movie
Yeah,
ever.
it's like,
Comics
wow.
are cool.
Even that Quantum Realm movie that everything looked like it was made of jelly.
Saw it last night for
Oh
listeners.
God, it was the body horror of that movie. Listeners, write in if you think that Ant-Man Quantum Realm, wherever they were,
Quantum Mania
was the closest thing to like a 30s body horror movie you've ever seen.
It's like the Marvel kid-friendly version of body horror. And you got to see, what's his name? MODOK's little butt when he got dipped in. Anyway, okay.
Ugh.
So, spoilers. Oh my God, what was it? Oh, but these fans, these comic book fans in the 80s, they were nervous because first they heard, okay, they're going to take Batman seriously. They're like, yes, Batman is not just Adam West silliness. And then when they cast Michael Keaton, who they know from Mr. Mom, they're like, oh no, they're not going to take Batman seriously. So they were very upset.
It's happening again. That's what they would say.
Yeah.
I'd punch them right in the face.
Yeah.
Take a shower, boys.
But after
maybe one girl.
But after it came out, most of the fans agreed they were wrong, and he actually did a really good job.
Oh, so maybe in the absence of the internet, people can admit they're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack Nicholson was cast as the Joker, and of course he was already, an absolute megastar. Michael Keaton was up and coming here.
Okay.
Jack Nicholson was Jack Nicholson already for like a decade or more.
Yeah.
Because Jack Nicholson was such a star, he had a lot of negotiating power, so he came in with a lot of demands. So he goes, all right, first of all, I'm getting top billing in this movie. So when you look at the poster, it's like Jack Nicholson. So you would assume he's Batman, but he gets top billing because he had the star power to do that.
Yeah, he's got pull.
They built the shooting schedule, like they scheduled the whole movie around him. He's like, look, I'm not in every scene. Can you put all my scenes back to back in the middle of the shooting schedule? And I want off anytime there's a Lakers game so I can go to the Lakers games. And he not only got a cut of box office returns, which is a deal that's like a little more common now, but wasn't very common then. Instead of a flat fee, it's like, I get this smaller fee, but you're going to give me whatever percentage of the returns. So of course it did really well, and he got even richer than he was. Like this made him like super rich. He also somehow got a percentage of the merchandise.
Nice.
It's like absolutely crazy that he did. Like he became set for life forever from doing this. It's really unusual. Like as far as I know, actors don't usually get a percentage of the merchandise. He made bank. Kim Basinger plays Vicky Vale, the female lead in this movie. Billy D. Williams is Harvey Dent, and the intention was that when they make sequels, he would get to become Two-Face. But for whatever reason, when they finally did make the sequels, Burton was no longer directing, and he liked Billy D. Williams. He brought him in. So Harvey Dent gets recast as Tommy Lee Jones in the one we did see. So unfortunately, Billy D. Williams did not get to, and he was really disappointed. He's like, oh, I was looking forward to doing that. Burton brought his boy Danny Elfman in to compose the score. Elfman was super intimidated by the scale of this movie because, all the movies he had done previously were much smaller, like Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Beetlejuice. But we now know, of course, he knocked it out of the park. He made that Batman theme that everyone associates with Batman now, Because prior to that, all you had was the na-na-na-na-na-na-na Batman from the TV show.
True.
Like, all that Batman music we think of from this movie is associated with the character forever. I think they used it again in the Justice League when Ben Affleck was there. So that's the score. Prince was hired to create original songs, though, for the movie as well, for the soundtrack. And at one point, they were going to get Michael Jackson to make songs, too, so the soundtrack was going to be the two biggest guys ever, but Michael Jackson ended up dropping out.
Is it because Prince played aggressive slap bass in his face?
Where did we hear that story?
I don't know.
We read it somewhere, right? It was like Michael Jackson dropped out. It would have been an even bigger deal. It's still a big deal that Prince did the soundtrack.
I would argue still a big deal.
Oh, it's a huge
Honestly,
deal.
I
But
like Prince better than Michael Jackson.
getting them
Right
both
in,
is hard to
listeners.
I don't even know who to compare it to, but getting two of the biggest, most
no,
egotistical,
absolutely.
famous people
Yeah.
to do the soundtrack would have been huge. It was still huge. It's
It'd
a
be
weird
like
album, though.
Justin Bieber and Cher.
It's not that fun to listen to. Your references are interesting for the modern day. And then the release of this movie was like unlike anything up till this point. They called it Batmania in the press. It was just marketed and merchandised like crazy.
It was just
like it was
wild. Like,
everywhere
everyone
that
was just
summer and spring leading
rabid,
up to it. Yeah,
rabid.
people were going
Okay.
crazy. It was a huge success.
Ripping their clothes off.
Basically,
Okay.
people were going nuts
was like the
for
Beatles.
this. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
That's why they called it Batmania, Beatlemania. In 1992, Burton and Keaton got to make a sequel, Batman Returns. You ever seen that? Danny DeVito as the Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman.
Danny DeVito's so cute.
Did you see it? Have you seen that
Maybe
movie?
you made me watch that on New Year's Eve once.
It is Christmassy and New Year's Eve related. It's possible. That's a weird movie. I don't know how I feel about that. I like this one. That one's pretty out there. The Batman animated series, which we watched, it's like the 11th episode of Not-Stalgia. It's an old one. That was heavily inspired by this movie. That came out in 1992 as well, same year as Batman Returns. But they took like the style and everything, and they only got to make it because of this. Technically, the two Batman movies after that are part of this series, Batman Forever in 1995, Batman and Robin in 1997, even though they're directed by Joel Schumacher, and in one of them, Val Kilmer is Batman, and in the other, George Clooney is Batman. But Alfred is still played by the same actor in this one and all of those four. So he's kind of the connective tissue between them. In 2021, DC Comics released a comic series called Batman 1989, which ignores the Schumacher sequels and continues the story of this Batman. He looks like Michael Keaton. Billy D. Williams is the model for Harvey Dent Two-Face. It's in this Burton-esque Gotham City. As a side note, DC Comics has done this a few times in the last 10 years. They have a Batman 66 comic, a Superman 78 comic, a Wonder Woman 77. I think it's a cool idea. And as you just saw last night when we went to see Ant-Man, they played the trailer for The Flash, Ezra Miller's nightmare. Somehow he's still getting to be the star of this movie. And Michael Keaton is returning for the first time since 1992 as Batman. What'd you think? Did he look okay?
He looked pretty good. He looked better than Ezra Miller looked.
Ezra Miller's had a self-imposed hard couple years there.
Yeah, he needs to... Where are the friends and family?
So
I need to stop him.
Michael Keaton was also supposed to be Batman in an HBO Max Batgirl movie, but they threw that movie in the garbage. They literally filmed the whole movie and got rid of it, so we won't see that ever. So for better or for worse, Kate, this movie, 1989 Batman, it made the world understand that Batman can be dark and gritty, and that's how you end up with the Christopher Nolan movies and stuff like that, and angry, gritty Ben Affleck Batman. And of course, this movie, along with Superman in 1978, are the birth of the modern superhero movie genre. You wouldn't be seeing Ant-Man Quantumania last night and getting icked out by Michael Douglas steering the ship with those jelly arms if it weren't for Superman and this. So
I didn't like it.
Ready to watch and immediately go, oh yeah, I've seen this.
Let me tell you about this guy I know, Jack. Mean kid, bad seed, hurt people. I like him already. Now, you know, the problem was he got sloppy. You know, crazy. He started to lose it. He had a head full of bad wiring, I guess. Couldn't keep it straight up here. He was the kind of guy who couldn't hear the train till it was 2 feet from him. You know what happened to this guy, Jack? Well, made mistakes. And then he had to... Lights out! Now you want to get nuts! Come on! Let's get nuts. Tell me something, my friend. You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Some good music. You can't deny it.
You always know when Danny Elfman is involved in something. Man loves a glockenspiel.
Is this a glockenspiel? What noise is the glockenspiel?
What is this? It looks like a topographical map or...
Oh, is it the
like
bat symbol?
A close-up of metal.
Yeah, I think it's a metal bat, like a batarang or the emblem on his chest.
Bangarang. Sam Hamm and Warren Scarron. Gotham City, I feel like there's a lot of overpasses, like a lot of pedestrian bridges, and I can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's very dense, right?
Yeah. Don't see anybody happy walking out of a theater.
As long as you're not wearing pearls, you'll be fine. That was a fake out for us, wasn't it? And this is early. Like, I feel like you'd have to be a mega nerd to even know the origin, at this point.
Of the Waynes.
Yeah, that was very clever.
That was clever.
Huh.
I liked it.
We got faked out. It's not the Waynes.
But where was the Batman in that moment? He could have prevented this mugging.
He's going to deal with them after the fact. I don't think he noticed until he heard the lady scream, and she didn't scream until the guys robbed her and then ran away.
Isn't the Batman not supposed to kill people? I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know if he follows that rule in this movie. I guess we'll find out. We have too much Batman context.
Why does he have this fake self-imposed morality? He's rich. The rich can kill whoever they want.
Yeah, Bruce, do you think you acquired all that generational wealth without a few people getting exploited to death along the way?
Yeah. This is a very dramatic reveal, but it's very clear he has, like, extendable wires in his cape. And he's kind of, like, flapping.
Yeah, you could look like a big giant
majestically.
bat.
And he's really putting a lot of arm acting into it. Yeah. Which I like, He
wants to scare the criminals of Gotham,
Yeah.
I think this is kind of an important part of the Batman philosophy.
Yeah.
It's not just about what he does to these two guys.
Yeah.
It's that they will then tell other people, and other people will hear about it and maybe not commit a crime for fear of it.
This is funny because you can hear The Simpsons in this.
It's the same year he wrote the Simpsons song, too. That's interesting. He loves saying, I'm Batman, I feel like.
He's really declarative, which I love.
The city does, and these criminals do feel nicely, like, dirty.
Yeah. Ooh, action news! Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da, bum, 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 bum,
I didn't know Gotham had action news. Look at Billy D. He looks great.
Billy D. Williams does look good in this. It is funny because it does feel like very out of time, right? Like it feels like you've got these wacky like Art Deco touches and you've got like these 80s cocaine chic sofas.
Right. But I have modern technology. He's watching a TV, color television, right?
Jack Nicholson looks kind of old in this movie. How old is Jack Nicholson?
This is a great question. How old was he in 1989?
How old is he now? My God.
I don't know, but I bet you he's front row at a Lakers game as we speak. Good for him. Don't you wish you could love something as much as Jack Nicholson loves sitting at the Lakers?
You know,
doesn't he bring like homemade chili, or is that somebody else? They spilled their chili all over the court. There's a story about. I'm gonna Google it later.
It's about. It's just about as much as suburban moms love Chick-fil-A. You know.
Okay, Jack Nicholson was born in 1937. He is currently 85.
Okay.
In 1989, he would have been 52. So he's 52.
All right, he looks
Is that
pretty
right? 52? Has it only been 33 years since 1989? Yeah, because that's about us. Yeah, in 2019, Jack Nicholson was banned from sitting courtside because he spilled the Tupperware of homemade chili on the Lakers court.
I love America so much, Tyler. It's moments like those that make me proud to be an American.
Just love it. He's like, I've spent thousands and thousands, I mean,
Probably
hundreds of thousands of dollars on Lakers
of
tickets,
dollars.
but the food there is too expensive and I don't like it.
His chili is probably delicious.
Oh, wait. Hang on. That might be an Onion article. Oh, man. It's the Onion. All right, never mind. It was an Onion article.
I'm not proud to be an American anymore. I hate it.
I wish that was real. We just ate the Onion, Kate.
You ate the onion.
All right, so there's some sort of
Gang boss.
political, machine.
Like a boss tweed situation.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't quite understand, but this is a detective. He's getting bribed. Jack Nicholson's here doing the bribing. I don't quite understand his job, but is Jack Nicholson even playing a role? His name is Jack in the movie. See, as a kid, I greatly preferred the crazier later ones in this series, with Seals, Kiss from a Rose, By a Rose, and, the Jim Carrey. Because this movie, it's like, I want to see Batman fight. And there's this long, early sequence, the plot line here is about the mayor, the DA.
Crumbling infrastructure in Gotham City.
Here's like a young cub journalist who's asking a lot of questions. I want to see Batman fight people.
Nope. Oh no. A man. Looking at a woman. All right, Vicky Vale is a great name. What is it with the alliteration in...
That's a great question. I don't know. Where does it start? Clark Kent. It's an early one.
Lois Lane.
Right. Superman, I guess, is the reason for that. They were all just doing
What's
that.
his name? The bald one.
The bald one. Lex Luthor. Yeah, you're right. Everybody in those three huge characters. Yeah. Good point. Why is there a picture of the Popeye Macy's balloon on that bulletin board?
I like it.
Man, I wish that Onion article was real. I'm really upset it's not. It's so funny.
I died. I like Vicky Vale's energy.
Yeah, is Tim Burton good or bad at women characters?
I think he's generally bad, but let's find out.
Come on, what about Dottie in Pee-wee? She's great. She's great. How about Lydia in Beetlejuice? Uh-oh, he's wearing his purple suit, playing with his cards.
A lot of double-breasted suits in this. I hate a double-breasted suit.
I don't know that those were popular at this era, just that they're retro, right?
Yeah, it's just supposed to purpostly confuse.
Right. All right. Where's he going? A chemical factory?
Because he has to go steal some records and say it was industrial espionage. So he's sending him into that chemical factory because he knows. He knows he's been...
Oh, yeah. Stupping his girl.
Stupping the girl.
Can we say stupping on Not-Stalgia?
Stupp.
We make the rules.
Stupp.
How do you feel about stupping?
I could use stupp. Are there any lady villains in this?
In this movie? No. Because Michelle Pfeiffer's in the next one as Catwoman.
It's boring when there's no lady villains, I gotta say.
Jack Nicholson's the only villain in this. And then we get 2 villains per movie for the next few.
Yeah, I guess you, as like an 8-year-old boy, doesn't want to watch this extended political fundraiser scene.
I'm so bored. I'm bored now.
It is kind of boring.
I don't think I saw this movie right away either because it was older. The first Batman movie I remember seeing was Batman Forever, which makes sense. I was like 4 or 5 when it came out. And eventually I went back and saw this, expecting something great. And it's getting there. It's a fun movie, but yeah, there's a lot of not fun for kids setup. But maybe Batman's not for kids.
Honestly, I don't think Batman should be for kids. Look at this absolutely whacked out 80s dress that Kim Basinger has on. Vicky Vale. Oh, there he is. Michael Keaton's good looking. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here for it. It's something about his eyebrows. You know how Jack Nicholson has very similar eyebrows, but his look crazy? These look great.
I never realized that the hero and villain in this movie.
And you can really see him, how he will look in 2023, you know? You can kind of see the
future for him.
Future
the
for
older
him.
version. Yeah, he's got like a, not
He
in a bad
doesn't-
way,
no,
but
he doesn't
a
look
mature
bad.
look
Yeah.
to him. Yeah. This is a fun version of Batman where like the general public is like not sure if he's real.
Yeah,
It's like a rumor.
I like the idea of that. I don't know, this sounds pretty crazy, but maybe there's a giant man-sized bat going around. Is it a
Right.
man? Is it a bat? Like, I like that.
Yeah, so
Like
the journalist here, his whole job is not to like figure out who Batman is, but to confirm or deny that he even exists.
Yeah.
That's fun.
This absolutely whacked out 80s dress that Kim Basinger has on with like a basque waist that goes like all the way like down, like pointed, and then these huge floral sleeves.
We just recently watched The Little Mermaid, kind of not that different from her dress. Okay, I guess a room full of suits of armor from different cultures and history is pretty relevant for Batman to have.
This cub reporter does not stand a chance.
Yeah, he's
competing against Bruce Wayne for Vicky Vale's attention.
Yeah, he had 10 good minutes where he had Vicky Vale alone, where she was like, oh, so funny. And then Bruce Wayne walked in. She's going to push him away by his face. It's his house. He's allowed to have secret recordings in his own house. That's security.
Seems pretty weird, my guy. A lot of cameras.
It's security. This is priceless, all this stuff. You know,
I don't know if I've ever seen Michael Keaton in glasses.
cute little wireframe round glasses.
Kind of here for it.
You know it's serious when Bruce Wayne puts on his glasses to review security footage.
Those glasses are so far out of fashion that they're back in now.
Yeah.
Amazing. The mob boss, whoever it is, has laid a trap
Grissom?
for Jack, soon to be the Joker.
He just thought that the police would come kill him. He tipped the police off, right? But little did he know. The Bat will be here.
The Bat.
I do love that it's like literally cartoon mobsters like wearing pinstripe suits.
Big collars.
Uh-oh, we got chemicals spewing everywhere.
There's a shootout in a dangerous chemical plant.
I love to. It's just like, what kind of chemicals are they? Did anyone even say?
No, there's no EPA in Gotham City, baby. Look.
But like, what are they used for? These chemicals that they're making here.
I just love that very clearly they have spray painted that bullhorn black.
Yeah, why?
Aesthetics, baby.
Huh. Just so everything's dark in this movie.
Yeah. Oh, look out. The Joker's just pulling knobs.
Yeah, was he just
Just,
sabotaging the plant?
Turning wheels
yeah.
and you got ENIAC blowing up over here,
Yes,
the first computer. We got dials spinning wildly. Steam is pouring out of everything.
Every time someone shoots, it
It's not
creates a
so
hole
good.
in these pipes. Steam and chemicals are spilling out. There's just a vat labeled toxic gas. Batman's here now.
Batman is here causing trouble.
Yeah, let's see. Does he have a no-kill rule? Yeah, look.
I don't know. He appears to have hanged him.
No, that guy's hanging from his ankle, technically. So I think maybe that guy that the criminals were saying Batman killed at the beginning of the movie, maybe that's like part of the rumor
The
growing.
lore.
You know? I don't know how explicit they are about that. We are thinking of Christian Bale, where the no-kill rule is like one of the main things about that film. And when I saw that movie, I was like, I didn't know he had a rule like that.
All right, so this green liquid is spewing out everywhere now, and it's from a tank that says highly toxic. Things are not good.
Obviously, Batman kind of fits into Tim Burton's whole aesthetic. But I still, to this day, don't think of Tim Burton as making an action movie. But I guess that's why we spend so much time in the fundraiser. It's not,
Yeah.
There's not as much action as
That's a good point.
there could be. But like the aesthetics all fit. It's just hard to picture this and Beetlejuice and Pee-wee all as three of a piece. Like three movies by the same man.
I could see it.
Right?
They share DNA.
Yeah.
Like the campiness of Batman's wacky cape here is very Pee-wee, you know? That Batman cowl, headpiece, whatever that thing is, looks so uncomfortable. It looks like made of plastic.
Yeah.
But like not flexible plastic.
Yeah, he can't turn his neck.
No, it's odd. It does not look like it would be effective in fighting crime.
Yeah, it's
I feel
not,
like it would restrict your peripheral vision. It's almost as thick as Michael Keaton's denim jeans in Mr. Mom. Those could stand up on their own.
Yeah, it's not very practical for crime fighting.
No,
this cowl.
yeah, you can't see anything. Look at it.
Even years later, in the second Chris
right.
Nolan movie, they make a big deal about Morgan Freeman's character gives Batman a cowl that can turn. Like, it took them a long time to figure that out and make it a part of these.
All right, so the Joker has shot a bullet at Batman, which he deflected and burst some kind of corrosive liquid onto Jack Nicholson's face, and then he went over the railing
Is
into
that what
some
happened?
kind of green ooze.
I thought the bullet went through his cheeks, but it was acid that hit him.
Yeah.
It's pretty gruesome, his face before he falls in. He's like,
Boiling acid.
Yeah.
He walks like RoboCop. Look at him.
Yeah, like his turns are ridiculous.
Yeah.
It must have taken some getting used to. I mean, it gives him a real... he's a gas pellet to do like basically a magic trick disappearance. It gives him a unique look. Mm-hmm. Maybe makes it harder for people to figure out he's Bruce Wayne because he walks so weird as Batman.
It's like very robotic in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah. And those cowls and capes in these movies are always like pretty heavy. I feel like the actors have to do a lot to like deal with it.
Uh-oh.
Here's Jack Nicholson's creepy hand. Okay, so the chemicals are just being dumped into an open body of water outside, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, no EPA, no regulation. So Jack Nicholson's body, which we now learned is alive, has been spilled out into a tributary of some sort.
Where would you rather live? Gotham City, Flint, Michigan, or East Palestine, Ohio?
At least Gotham has a vigilante protector. No one's looking out for anyone in East Palestine or in Flint.
That's a good point.
You are goth. That was a dark question.
Oh no. Have you ever tried to seductively eat soup? It's not easy. Kim Basinger, though, she's doing it.
Have I?
She's really taking dainty slurps. You have never slurped daintily.
Like, is this a gag he does when he brings dates over? The sit at the opposite ends of the long table thing? Like, does he think this is funny? Or do you think he tries to create emotional distance between himself and women so they
Absolutely.
don't find out he's Batman?
It's a metaphor.
This Putin-esque table that's so long, they're seated really far from each other.
Everybody's funny when they're filthy rich, let me tell you.
Yeah, she's really laughing at everything Bruce Wayne says. I would too. That Wayne money.
All right, so now Alfred has joined their date, which is kind of weird.
I think they went to go eat in the servants' quarters with him.
Yeah.
It wasn't his choice to join.
I'm just saying. It's like kind of a weird choice. Maybe it's that Bruce Wayne can't be emotionally intimate without the crutch of Alfred.
Bruce Wayne is just so... I mean, Alfred's his best friend.
Also an employee.
Well, yes. Well, yeah. I mean, he's just like emotionally stunted, so this is just normal to him. You, me, and my butler are going to have dinner. This is our date.
Kind of weird. What's going on with Kim Basinger's hair here? Is it the most extreme side part you've ever seen? It starts down at her ear. Look at it. Uh-oh. Kim, don't ask.
Yeah, she's like, what about your family, Bruce?
I think Michael Keaton has a perm here. His hair has a lot of body, but look at it. It's like a Brillo pad. Look at it on the top of his head.
I think later Alfred is going to use some of it to wash the dishes from this dinner.
He's like Master Bruce. Comes in with a little scissors. Snips some off. I've got to scour this pan, Master Bruce. Master Wayne.
We're in a back alley, and there's a sign on a brick building in an alley that just says surgery, a hand-lettered sign. What is this, like an unlicensed surgeon who will take...
Yeah.
You know,
come on, baby, it's Gotham City.
Oh, I guess the idea is like when you get shot while you're out doing a crime, this guy will fix you up.
Yeah, you would go to a veterinarian or
all right.
You know, a tattoo artist or something.
Right.
Fix you up. Give you some lean. What?
Is the Joker sipping on lean?
This is like very Twilight Zone, right?
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
You know,
which
I love.
Where Tim Burton really gets to shine with all the Joker stuff.
All right, so the ooze that Jack fell in made him very pale white, but also made his clothing absolutely crazy looking.
Fabulously vibrant. I mean, his purple suit was pretty purple to begin with.
It was pretty purple, but he's got yellow on it now.
Right.
She needs someone to subsidize her photography.
I'm just a little worried how she's been drinking and he hasn't.
It was the 80s, or the 40s, or the 30s. Maybe the
None
50s.
of those times great for...
Unclear. None of these times
consent.
were great for consent.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I feel like a lot of people, when they wear a fedora, they think they look like, I don't know, Cary Grant, right, in Casablanca. This is what you look like if you're wearing a fedora.
This is what I would look like for sure. Jack Napier's first full appearance as the Joker. Actually, do we get to see his face yet? They're keeping him pretty well shaded here. What are these statues outside the window?
They're like gargoyles. They're cool.
But they're not monsters. They're like big men, right? Here we go. Here he is. I mean, he looks great, don't you think?
It's highly stylized. Here's my question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that whatever mouthpiece Jack Nicholson had to wear was uncomfortable?
I don't know. I don't think that Jack Nicholson would ever do something uncomfortable.
That's a good point.
At this phase in his career. So
because he's definitely got prosthetics. It looks kind of like when women get their buccal fat removed. Doesn't it?
Yeah, they asked for the Joker special.
Yeah, he's kind of looking like Madonna.
Oh.
Oh, Madonna.
And they did like an extreme version of Jack Nicholson's smile.
Wow, Bruce Wayne's PJs look hella comfy.
I agree.
Are they silk?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my
Silk,
god,
satin,
he's gonna
whatever.
slide right out the bed. Slippery boy.
You enjoying this?
This is actually fun. I'm having a fun time, yeah. It's so fun I don't even want to go do the laundry, which I love.
I'm going to save this clip for future reference. I've never heard you say how much fun you're having. Almost never. Very rare for you to actually enjoy. It's a good movie.
What is he doing?
What do you think?
Batman, no. Oh, he's sleeping like a bat. But still, weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, he's upside down. Vicky Vale woke up and caught him. Is he sleeping or is he like exercising? I think he's sleeping though, right?
I think I think it's like a way for him to get used to being upside down because he needs to be upside down.
So he is
to fight
training.
crime, yeah.
He's not just ridiculously trying to behave more like a bat.
Yeah, it's like a passive chore, you know?
Yeah, he's passively training by hanging upside down more often. Okay.
Yeah, he's
all
resting.
All right, you found a practical reason.
Jack Nicholson's mouth is enormous.
To begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, yeah, they've really made it up. Humongous.
I'm scared of commitment and I just want to live here with my butler/friend.
Leave me alone, Vicky.
Get away.
Ooh, he just rubbed his hair. Do you think he exfoliated his whole hand by doing that?
Yeah, probably. His hair looks rough. Look at it.
Uh-oh.
Doo-doo-doo. Mysterious.
He's got Batman to do.
Maybe he just doesn't want to hang out with you, Vicky. Maybe he wants to hang out with some other girl. He's rich.
That's true.
Vital. Got hair like a Brillo pad.
Yeah, I feel like he's rich enough to not have to lie to women.
Yeah, that's true.
Just be like, no.
I do kind of like a good goon squad, you know?
Oh, yeah. Jack Nicholson's got a lot of guys on his crew. And look at their jackets. What are they wearing? Like dark purple leather jackets.
With a big Joker-themed patch on them, which is nice.
Yeah, who designed that in this universe?
Yeah, he's got his own graphic design guy.
I love this. This is cool. I like this as a kid, too. So, right now, the Joker has called all the mob bosses to a meeting, and he's painted himself flesh tone so they can't tell that he looks like a clown. And now he's wiping off the flesh makeup to reveal the clown skin underneath. I mean, I'm sure it's just what was he doing? Just actually rubbing white on himself, but it's a great effect. You know, his performance in The Shining and in parts of this are not that different.
No, yeah.
We haven't heard one Prince song yet.
I'm kind of upset about it.
Don't worry. What are these cars? What model is that car? That's not a 40s car.
No, that's just, I think, Kim Basinger's personal car.
He's probably going to be like giving money to orphans or some shit.
What if he's taking money from orphans?
I mean, that's what the rich do, Kate. Every day.
He probably is funneling it through a shell company. Let's not lie. What a nice paisley scarf. All right, so in some creative misdirection, Bruce is placing 2 red roses at this shady hotel, which we assume may be the site of the Thomas and Martha Wayne murder
Aren't you
many
glad
years ago.
This movie didn't start with that, so you didn't have to
Oh my
once
God,
again
it's
watch the origin.
Refreshing.
We didn't have to see like slow motion
Pearls falling to the
hitting
ground.
Yeah, don't worry, we might later. It's better to do it in a flashback later, I think.
Kim, don't touch those. The hat on Vicky Vale looks like a mushroom cap. It's just enormous.
It's just like all black. I know she's like tailing Bruce Wayne, so she's trying to be incognito, I guess. It looks like she's in like weird mourning. What is happening?
It's just a mime, Tyler. Don't you think a mime would just be freely walking around Gotham City?
Yeah, but
who could this mime be?
It would just be a mime if Danny Elfman wasn't doing what he's doing in the background here.
All right, we got a lot of mimes. Suspicious number of mimes
if you were
popping
out
up.
in public and like 6 mimes appeared, you'd run away, right?
I would punch the mimes right in the face. I would absolutely run away swiftly from the mimes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
This mime's talking.
Oh no. Jack Nicholson's outfits in this are remarkable. Absolutely amazing. I feel like he's got like a costume designer on staff and a graphic designer on retainer as well.
Yeah, good point. The theatrics of the Joker.
That could have been your job in Gotham City's
got hired
seedy
by
underbelly.
A criminal mastermind to do something. Yeah. Did Bruce Wayne take a bullet
I
to
think
the arm?
I think he was grazed by a bullet.
Huh. And he just didn't even react.
Yeah, because he's empty inside, Tyler.
Huh. It's a pretty famous line. This town needs an enema.
I like the party horn that he blows. I used to love a party horn growing up. I didn't have a lot of entertainment.
Katie, you had swords. What more do you need?
As a child.
Oh, that was late. That was in your teen years. Do you think that if Bruce Wayne dies out being Batman, Alfred is his beneficiary?
I hope to God so.
Because, like, why else would Alfred support and help him? Every night he's probably got his fingers crossed. He looks great in these candids, doesn't he?
He does. Looks like he's modeling for, like, a cologne called, like, Sauvage. You know?
Photos Vicky Vale took discreetly while tracking of Bruce Wayne.
Oh no, nerve gas. The Joker's doing some research on what made him the way he is, obviously.
Oh, because
these photos are all of a bunch of people smiling manically.
Yeah, this gas gives you a rictus grin and then kills you. The Joker's lair in this is not much different than the types of lairs they had in the 60s show.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's just like purple, like bed sheets they've strung up everywhere.
Yeah. A lot of fancy drapery.
Mm-hmm.
Color coordinated.
Uh-oh. More chemicals.
Stay away from all these chemicals. Who's going to get chemicaled next?
Is this the same plant?
Yeah, okay. Access chemicals, my guy. This evil nerve gas makes you also laugh uncontrollably. Alright, so the Joker has taken over the television station.
He's doing like a pirate transmission.
Joker has a video guy on retainer.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, the job's a job.
Alright, so this is giving me like the poison Tylenol vibes.
Yeah,
right?
When was that? Is this before or after that?
I don't know. The Joker is on this pirate radio broadcast saying, I've poisoned everything in Gotham City. I've poisoned beauty products. I've poisoned personal care items.
Yeah, the Tylenol poisoning was 1982. This is definitely inspired by it.
Yeah, it feels like it's in poor taste, right?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's an ingenious mass murder idea for the Joker, but yeah, it's pretty gruesome.
So it's just cosmetics that have been poisoned.
Didn't stop Billy D. Williams from putting product in his hair.
He's fearless. Maybe it's just leftover. What kind of museum is this? It's extremely industrial looking.
And they've got some of the most famous real paintings of all time.
Ah, the Flugelheim Museum. Don't open that. If you get a box that has the colors of Joker on it, do not open it. Just don't open it. That's
true. They all know about the Joker now. Oh, well, it's good she opened it. It's her little gas mask.
Looks like a cup. That's the real gag. All right, so he's now gas attacking the whole museum.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's 2 for 1. He wants Vicky Vale to own her, I guess. And he wants to cause some mayhem at the museum, so he gets to do both here.
Everyone in the museum is dead, but Vicky Vale.
Yep.
Not so good.
She put on her mask, thankfully.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
Here we go. Finally, Prince played through a boombox that a goon is holding on his shoulder.
Yep, and they're all just like prancing into the museum. And the Joker has on, like, I guess a chef's hat?
Yeah.
But it's purple?
Yeah, I'm not sure the idea, because it's supposed to be an artist here.
Alright, so now they're just vandalizing art.
Yeah, priceless works of art. Look how happy his goons are, though, to be doing this. The smiles. And they're not mentally deranged from chemicals like he is, with the hit song Party Man.
You know what? Jack Nicholson can kind of move.
Yeah,
Good
he's
for
got
him.
some dance moves here.
Yeah. Why would the Joker go through the trouble of painting out his grease paint, but then wear this absolutely ludicrous outfit? You ever just been so ugly that someone ran away from you? I'm sure that was a real self-esteem boost for Alicia when Kim Basinger ran away from her. Alright, so now he's trying to melt her with acid. How does the physics of this even work?
It's the bat zip line.
That's dumb. This Batmobile looks absolutely bonkers.
This is a cool Batmobile.
It's like a roadster style, right? Mm-hmm. Like a 30s roadster.
Oh, I love this Batmobile.
It's got crazy wings. I think at my grandma's house we had a toy car of this. It was tiny, like a Matchbox car, but you could pull it back and make it go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that's like a core memory for me.
This Batmobile?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't really know what it was. That was like a deep memory. That was weird.
That's what this show's all about, Kate. Batman just got shot at point blank range by multiple goons.
Why would a henchman have a bunch of swords?
I think it's just there's a wide variety of personalities he's hired and
talents.
Yeah, this guy's into swords like you.
Seems like he's really tapping into, some multiple intelligences here.
Wasn't that disproved?
She doesn't recognize that mouth. Michael Keaton has one of the most recognizable pouty mouths I've ever seen. His lips look like big pieces of Toro, like fatty tuna.
I feel like you said that about Val Kilmer, too. Almost word for word. Any superfan listeners out there, please go back and listen to the Batman Forever and see if Katie said that Val Kilmer's lips looked like Toro. I'm almost certain you did. But that's the catch-22, right? you're only going to cast someone as Batman who's got a great looking mouth and lips.
Pouty mouth, yeah.
But like you say, it makes them recognizable. And of course the eye black around his eyes. Like, when did he put that on?
All right, Daniel, calm down. Daniel Elfman.
The music's really getting good as they approach the Batcave. Isn't she like, wait a minute, this route we just took to get here is very similar to how I got to Wayne Manor.
Exactly.
No, I think they have separate entrances.
Isn't Vicky Vale worried about rabies?
All these bats in the Batcave.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne is going over to Vicky Vale's apartment to be like, look, I'm the Batman, as he said several times in this movie already. And he just cannot get it out. But he's also like manhandling her a lot and telling her to shut up.
Yeah, he pushed her into a chair very aggressively. He did tell her to shut up, quote, shut up. It's not great. I mean, he's not mentally well. He's Batman.
Yeah, no. If you think Batman is more mentally well than the Joker, you're wrong. He's just directing his energy in different ways. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong.
Are you saying these two men should have probably just gone to therapy?
Yeah. Men will do anything to avoid going to therapy.
Like,
become the Batman.
Like Jack Napier, when he crawled out of the water, instead of going to a back alley surgeon, he should have found a back alley therapist.
Maybe not a back alley therapist. That wouldn't have been so good. We are so ready to get the words "I'm Batman" out, which he has said 1,000 times in this movie already. He's practicing, which is very funny.
Can't say it to her yet.
The Joker has come to bother Vicky Vale, to sexually harass her.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, the Joker has not noticed that Batman is here. That Bruce Wayne
went
is
and
here.
hid. He's hiding. I'm sure Vicky Vale's like, wow, great. Thanks for all the help, Bruce. Vicky Vale's got the ultimate weapon, a big bowl of popcorn. Why did she have that big bowl of popcorn?
Very confusing.
It's just like on her mantle. Was she maybe getting ready to have a snack before Bruce came over?
Why is Vicky Vale not eating this fresh popcorn?
Her hand's in the bowl.
It's like
it
a
looks
weird...
like she wants to.
Such a weird moment.
He turned into Beetlejuice for a second there.
Yeah. So Michael Keaton is just doing which I guess I might do if I was like in a situation like this, right, where it was life or death, where he just acts crazy. He's like smashing stuff.
He said his famous line, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts."
That's me. If my life was ever threatened, I would just like strip naked. You know what I mean? I'd be like, ah!
All right. He's also actually insane because he's Batman.
Yeah, that's true.
But his delivery was like kind of like what do you always say about Beetlejuice? I'll bite your dog.
Bite your... What, I got nuts? Let's get nuts! So then Bruce Wayne has been shot by the Joker and he's slumped over. However, I think he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Poor Vicky Vale. She was abandoned by Bruce Wayne, who I assume was supposed to protect her.
Yeah, so after he, got shot, but he really had her silver tray, her probably priceless silver family heirloom tray.
Yeah, that was like her makeup tray, probably. Very upsetting.
In his shirt, unbeknownst to everyone. She turned around, assuming he was there dead, and he just, ran away. He didn't, get up and go, "It's okay, I'm fine. Let's figure out the next steps." He just snuck out.
Oh my gosh, Bruce Wayne is wearing the most 80s shirt right now. It is just striped in the most obnoxious way possible. And it's enormous, also. Right? Like, it does not fit him in any way.
I think that was an appropriate fit at the time.
Oh my god. It's not good. I just can't stop laughing at Michael Keaton's Brillo Pad hair. It's just so wiry looking. It's confusing because, he normally has very nice hair. It's wavy, it's got body. It's just so thick and weird.
He's wearing jeans in this scene. Check it out. Does he have his thick?
Let me see.
Are they
no, they're not thick. They're not thick the way
it's
the
not
Mr. Mom jeans are thick.
2-inch thick material.
Nice sweater, though.
He's wearing a black turtleneck. He looks like Steve Jobs, basically, here.
It does kind of look like Steve Jobs. Why is he hanging out with, these live bats so much?
He loves bats. I don't know if they are going to give us a real explanation in this movie. There's all different versions. In some, he's, scared of bats, so it's like he's conquering his fear and using what he used to be scared of to instill fear in criminals. I don't know. In one of them, he just trips and falls into a bunch of bats at the beginning, I feel like.
Oh, here we are. He's having his silent flashback.
Silent, but for some whispery Danny Elfman music.
Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't Thomas Wayne just let them take the pearls?
Yeah, they just wanted to steal her pearls, right?
I will tell you that Martha Wayne probably has hundreds of pearls at home, In this flashback, we realize that it's Jack Nicholson who has killed Thomas and Martha Wayne because he uses his trademark phrase. What is it?
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Kind of a weird phrase.
It is weird. What do you think of that actor who's playing the young Jack Nicholson?
I'm kind of into it. It's kind of like Ugly Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got really striking blue eyes, which Jack Nicholson doesn't.
Does he?
Really?
Does he? He has a huge mouth, though, which is...
He does have a huge mouth.
And they did his eyebrows up like that.
Yeah, that's true. They were just going for a pre-Skarsgård,
Also, whoa.
Okay, so what's Vicky Vale doing here?
Alfred brought her here.
Yeah, what a punk.
He's got one job.
Yeah, keep
the
Batman's
Batcave
identity a secret.
Yeah, he brought Vicky Vale
He
right
was
to
like,
him.
all right, Master Wayne.
Well, he did say earlier, he's like, I didn't want to watch you die. And what does he think? Like, the love of a good woman is going to fix all his mental health issues and make him not be Batman anymore?
It was the 30s, 80s, 40s. Who knows? Again, I would like to raise the point that Bruce probably could fix a lot of the problems in Gotham City, and they wouldn't need Batman if he were to, put in some high-quality job training, maybe some early literacy programs.
He could also probably start
know?
a pack to elect officials who aren't going to be allowing all the corrupt.
Yeah.
Because this one, the main villain of the movie is a part of the boss organized crime system.
Which has been allowed to exist for, clearly, decades by corrupt politicians.
Right.
You know?
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, Kate. Yeah, I guess he needs to be doing some grassroots organizing, but why? That's against Bruce Wayne's interests. He's basically the beneficiary of organized crime in the form of whatever industry his parents were running.
Good point.
I know in some versions now they're like philanthropists, but...
And then he gets to be the Batman. I like that the Batman shoots fire. That's fun.
He's just shooting bullets now, too. He's got two, Gatling guns shooting out of the Batmobile. Yeah, Alfred's plan really backfired. Vicky Vale came in, talked to him for a minute, and he's like, I am going on an absolute rampage tonight to the chemical factory. He doesn't worry about killing in this.
Yeah.
He is blowing up every henchman here.
Absolutely destroyed all these henchmen and the entire Axis chemical plant, further reducing the number of jobs in Gotham, I would say. There's a lot of fire right now. There's just a lot of explosions.
So you're saying when all the newly unemployed chemical engineers in Gotham resort to petty crime, Batman will be there to punch them in the face?
Yeah, he's making his own stuff. He's making his own enemies.
Oh, look, that megaphone is bright orange. Oh, another Prince song. I love Prince. However, is this song any different from the last song?
No.
It is technically a different song. That balloon's got a real Tim Burton-esque design
it
to
really
it, too.
does.
I think he designed that. He drew it himself. I don't remember if there's a catch here, if he just wants to buy their love.
Their loyalty.
It's smart.
Is the money poisoned?
I don't think so. Is it? We'll find out. Batman's like, no, you can't have money. Then I won't be special.
No, not like that.
This is a genius criminal plan. The Joker is just handing out a lot of money from his parade float. And now Batman has to come stop him?
Yeah.
They'll be like, give that money back. Only I may be rich. He's get to watch Jack Nicholson dance on a parade float for a while.
Yeah, what do you think the direction was here from Tim Burton?
Imagine a Prince song that probably hasn't been written yet and dance. It's also funny how low-tech this is. So he said he's going to hand out $20 million cash. He and his goons are just throwing it out of trash bags.
How else are you going to do it, Tyler?
I don't know, like a plane flyby.
How does Vicky Vale think she's going to help out here? With journalism?
Wow, Kate. I didn't know you were so anti-journalism.
I'm not. Journalism is very important. However... There's not a lot to be done here. We need the Bat plane.
Oh yeah, he's got a plane, obviously.
That's just silly.
He's got a PJ, Kate.
He does have a PJ. You know what? Batman is basically a Roy. Emotionally damaged, distant from his family and parents. Potentially closer with an employee than his own family.
Well, to be fair, his family's dead.
I'm sure there's a Wayne cousin around that he could be hanging out with. I mean, in fairness, the Joker is doing more philanthropically for the city right now than Bruce Wayne has done in 30 years.
It's true. Imagine how much this will stimulate the economy. All these people being able to spend money.
All right, he's going to shoot gas out of his money or something.
Yeah, there was a catch. I know the Joker's got to be chaotic, but it would have been a better plan just to turn them all against Batman and onto his side with the money.
All right, so the balloons that the Joker has are filled with toxic gas.
Yep. Here's Vicky Vale photographing the gas that is about to kill her. Get out of there, girl.
She's in danger.
They're going to get in the car and he's going to accidentally turn the air conditioning on and kill them.
Oh, look, he's got an N95.
Yeah,
That'll help.
Why does Knox, the journalist, have an N95 in his trunk?
And meanwhile, Batman is up in his climate-controlled plane, his private jet.
High above the city.
Flying high above the city.
Looking down on the peons.
Totally fine.
As usual.
His full lips.
Plush.
Look at them.
They're very full. He's pushing them out.
You think?
Oh, that one balloon is a crying baby.
Ah, not a beaver, as
No.
originally thought.
It does have one big tooth, so I can see.
Why is there a crying baby balloon?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a clown, which makes sense, but a crying baby? And this is supposed to be the parade for Gotham's 200th anniversary?
Is the plane just a UAP? Is this something that Joe Biden has shot down?
Yeah. Now, interestingly, no matter what time period this takes place, Joe Biden was already alive. Because he's old. Do you get it, Kate? Joe Biden's old. I don't know if you know this. It's interesting, too. So the plane, I don't know if that was forced on Tim Burton to sell a toy because the next Batman movie we're going to watch on this podcast features a lot of things that were required to sell toys. But I don't know if they were doing that yet here.
This does look like it would be a fun toy.
Sure does. And
You'd, like, throw it at a sibling.
did he fly by the moon yet? I don't think he did. I think that's coming up. There's this really cool shot where he flies.
Gathering up all of these Macy's Day floats.
Oh, okay. So the plane is necessary. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do need a plane for this scene, right? You're right. He's got to get the balloons out of here. How else could he have possibly done that?
How does he know how to drive every vehicle?
He's had time. He's rich. A lot of rich guys take up flying as a hobby, don't they? These balloons are someone else's problem now. Let's just release them into the stratosphere.
They're gonna choke 100 sea turtles with that balloon. Terrible. I hate balloons.
Yeah, his vehicles, plane, car, they all have an awful lot of weapons and artillery for not being a killer. Like, how could he possibly fire these missiles and guns towards the Joker without killing innocent civilians on the street?
The f*** is this? Alright, so he's launched like some kind of miniature nuclear bomb at the Joker.
It's just heavy artillery.
How did he miss?
What do you think of the Joker's gun?
Hilarious.
Did he just down the plane with one shot from that absurd-looking long-barreled gun? I feel like, not that the movie was plausible up till this point, but I feel like it lost some of its plausibility with the whole plane sequence. I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, though.
But it's absolutely insane.
Kim Basinger, why would you wear this out?
What is that? Is that really an outfit?
Yeah, it's
not like a
she's
nightie?
got a white trench coat on, but then a white dress underneath. It's a lot of white. White on white. Clearly after Labor Day, Kimberly.
I think Bruce Wayne has seen to it that Labor Day is not celebrated in Gotham.
Yeah, no. Bruce Wayne is a union buster. 100%. He was just laying under that rubble the whole time?
Yeah, Batman just had to climb out of the burning wreckage.
Was he just taking a rest?
Yeah, he was trapped. He was pinned. He's got a little bit of soot on his chin to show.
But not on his beautiful lips.
No, they're always covered in so much Vaseline, no grease could stick to them.
Absolutely not. Lubricated, hydrated,
moisturizing.
moisturized, in his lane. No, he is not in his lane. His lane is philanthropy.
It should be.
He is thriving, though, I guess.
Do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know. No, he's in a mental anguish at all times.
Grappling with his demons? Oh,
Yeah.
boo-hoo.
Oh, wow, that gun, the Joker's gun, it's like you can collapse
It's like
the barrel.
telescoping.
That's cool.
That's you knocking something over and then walking away as if nothing happened.
It's like a real atheist tantrum, knocking over all the pews in like dominoes.
God, his neck must be so stiff. Look at it. That rubbery bat cowl.
And he just looks like he's going to be so exhausted climbing all these flights of stairs.
Looks like the worst Halloween mask of all time.
Oh, look, we got a little vertigo. Oh, okay. Well, here's why she was wearing white. So it would fit thematically with this weird forced Joker wedding thing.
This is the same dress that Winona Ryder is wearing in Edward Scissorhands, easily. What'd the Batman do? Just make himself real thin?
Yeah, he pressed himself against the wall so he didn't get smushed by that bell.
Alright, so the whole of the Gotham police force was defeated by this big bell.
It's really big.
They're going home. The police are going home.
Oh, well, this isn't looking good.
Yeah, we've not seen the bat signal
Oh, yeah, is that right?
at all.
No bat signal in this movie? The police and Batman are not chummy yet in this film. Maybe we'll see it at the end. I can't remember.
Does that mean Batman is, like, technically a government contractor?
I think it's, like, unofficial, though. Like, in the versions where he becomes on good terms with the police, it's all, on the down low. He's not getting paid.
A henchman has arrived, and he has super gymnast abilities, but also hydraulic knives that are strapped to his feet. And then Bruce Wayne just punched him in the crotch with some kind of sticky glove.
Yeah, I don't know exactly
what the hell did I just watch?
This whole finale sequence is
wild.
A bit more bizarre than some of the other things we've seen.
There's a lot of henchmen up here. How did they get up here?
I don't know.
Were they, like, airlifted and dropped in?
Have they been here the whole time? Was he planning on having his battle here? He must have been.
Oh, yeah, he's playing 4D chess.
I guess?
He's not well.
I'm a little confused, because he called for transportation, but that's going to be late. That's in 10 minutes from now, right?
It's funny because there's this, like, weird mix of Danny Elfman music and then, like, classic music, right? Like, this is very, like, carousel music.
Mm-hmm.
They were playing Beautiful Dreamer earlier. It's an odd mix. There's just a lot going on right now. I love that every Batman, I feel like, really points their toes when they do a leap, you know?
It's good form.
Do you think it makes it more aerodynamic?
Yeah, I bet.
This is a really long sequence.
Yeah, so the Joker is, forcing Vicky Vale to waltz with him while Batman just fights, one henchman at a time in the belfry.
That's why he was hanging upside down, see?
Oh, yeah, there you go. That was impressive.
He had to get his core strength up.
He just killed that guy.
Sure did.
Why is the Joker so obsessed with Vicky Vale specifically?
Maybe it's because Bruce Wayne has something he wants, you know?
I guess.
Maybe he just likes blondes.
Yeah. He has no beef with Bruce Wayne, though. But you know what it was? He started to get fixated on her because she was investigating Batman. And almost no one else was. How come he's not this obsessed with Knox, the reporter?
Yeah. Why's she munching his sweater? All right, so
weaponizing her sexuality against him.
Vicky Vale has seen Batman lurking in the background and is like, now's the time for me to weaponize my sexuality.
He's not even doing a voice, right? Like, he's just talking like Michael Keaton.
It's just Bruce Wayne.
Anytime I see a scene like this where people in a movie are hanging from a ledge, I just think, like, my upper body strength would last for 10 seconds tops.
Max.
You got Batman holding on with one hand, holding up Vicky Vale with another, able to swing her back up.
I feel like being the Joker would be exhausting.
Come on, when he puts the glasses on.
Too much for me.
And he's like, come on, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses. I like that he has time, even though he's about to be defeated probably, to pull a gag.
Baby, you gotta work the bit. Everything in your life is in service to the bit.
Kate, where does he get those wonderful toys?
Oh, look, see, the Joker wasn't doing his chin-ups.
Yeah, see? Yeah, his upper body. I mean, it's lasted much longer than it should.
All right, so the Joker has fallen from a pretty significant height.
Mm-hmm. Not even just the top of this enormously tall church, but from a helicopter ladder even higher than it. But so Batman and Vicky Vale.
Yeah, but they have the bat gun.
Isn't this one of those things where, like, if you think about the physics of it, like, them suddenly stopping from this speed
really
would, like,
bad,
snap their necks or something? I know, it's not worth
thinking
not
about.
worth nitpicking. This might have been part of his contract, too. I'm not doing a second one.
My
there
God.
You go. The bat signal. It's the end of the movie.
Is Alfred just, like, cutting this stuff out with a jigsaw? You know? Like, how did they make the bat signal? You know?
I mean, it is just a search lamp with a big piece of wood on it, you're right.
He's like, sure, sir. Of course, I'll do that for you. I didn't go to butler school for nothing. Then he makes him a waffle.
Alfred, can you make me a waffle with the bat waffle iron? Makes a little bat in the waffle.
Certainly, sir. Bruce Wayne can't even make toast. He's never made a meal for himself.
Man, Vicky Vale gets to end this movie knowing she knows his identity.
She got a granddad.
Yeah, Alfred gets to drive her around. She doesn't seem too mad about him being Batman. You know, it's not the trope of, like, stop being Batman and be with me.
He's incredibly rich. She can have her own delightful, full life where she pursues her hobbies.
It's true, and if they get married and he dies, Alfred's like, no.
No.
I want to be the sole beneficiary.
I'm sure Alfred will get a sizable nest egg. He's old, though.
Nest egg? It's going to die of old age in 2 years.
Danny Elfman loves a French horn, and I am here for it.
And now comes the part where I relieve you, the little people, of the burden of your failed and useless lives. But as my plastic surgeon always said, if you gotta go, go with a smile.
Okay, Kate, what did you think?
This was a fun ride. It was about 20 minutes too long.
Yeah.
Like, I felt myself kind of fading in the last little bit.
We were both getting a little zonked there.
That end sequence, that big fight at the end, is just too long. There was just so much fight, and it didn't really give me a lot.
It's
like,
funny.
We could have taken out, like, 2 or 3 henchmen.
It's not what we're here for anymore,
No,
but that's what I was probably waiting for the whole time as a kid, waiting through the rest of it. I enjoyed it, too. But you like everybody's performances? You like Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne?
I'd watch Michael
Batman?
Keaton do anything, you know? I like him.
He can make this work. Because it seems like a pretty ridiculous, hard-to-pull-off thing, as we've seen over the years. Some people do it better than others. He's pretty good.
I kind of dug the the set design and, you know, how things looked. It looked kind of wacky, but...
This, like, guy who's pretty famous at the time for doing set design and stuff like that, Anton Furst, did it. He was, like, a big get for this movie.
Yeah, looked good. I don't know. I feel like no need to consume any more media with the Joker in it, but... He was pretty... A
He's a decent Joker.
Sure is a lot of it.
Fun. Yeah, he's everybody's favorite. For whatever reason, people love the Joker. Yeah, he did an okay job at it. I mean, interesting choice to make the Joker be the killer of Batman's parents. That's like a choice this movie makes. That's not the typical story. Obviously works really well if you're making one Batman movie and you don't know if you're ever going to get to make more of them, to tie them together so specifically. Because, I mean, you make a sequel, or any sequel, and you'll never get a villain as compelling as the guy who killed his parents, you know?
Yeah.
Vicky Vale was great too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
She's fun.
her whole role too. And as a kid, that didn't really faze me at all. I'm kind of just like, I want to watch Batman and Joker, but she adds a lot. Okay, so decent Batman film.
It was fun.
In the pantheon of Batman films.
I would probably not watch it again for a long time, but there's a lot of media
I'm not
out
gonna
there.
make it.
Oh, great.
All right, Kate. Thanks for watching it. We got one more Batman I want to show you, and it's going to be... We're so out of order on
Is
these
this
Batman
Bat
movies.
Month?
Yeah, it's Bat Month.
Nice.
I snuck up on you by having you record them out of order, but the next episode we record and the next episode we release is going to be Batman and Robin. One day we'll get back to Batman
Who's Robin?
Returns. You saw him when we watched Batman Forever. He's in that one. Remember, he has an earring. He's got a lot of attitude.
Yeah.
Remember Chris O'Donnell, who is the veterinarian from the first season of Grey's Anatomy later, who, is in the love triangle of McDreamy, Meredith Grey, and Chris O'Donnell.
Holy Bat Month, Batman.
Yeah, Kate, it's Bat Month, and so we're going to do a total whiplash from the one that sets the tone, Batman 1989, that we just watched, to the one that soured the public's opinion of Batman so much just a few years later that they almost, they had to, kill the franchise for a while and reset. I like it a lot, though. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze.
That's just silly.
Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. Whew.
All right, I'm here for that.
She's
a tall Amazon goddess.
I'll just say that had a large impact on me as a little boy.
You okay?
I was like, what's going on?
Is that why we have so many plants?
It definitely made me start to realize that there's a whole world out there. I don't know how to say it without... I'm not trying to be super weird, but just we were like, oh, wait, I like girls. We'll talk about this next week.
All right, tune in next week for Tyler's romantic awakening as we revisit Tyler realizing that there's a whole big wide world full of women, and somehow he got stuck with me. Not Uma Thurman.
You're not that different from Uma Thurman in this movie. You love plants.
I do.
You have an attitude.
Uma Thurman is tall and leggy, and I'm short and stinky. But we are both mean.
I can't wait to see this movie now.
Maybe we'll watch it tonight. You don't know.
Tonight?
Yeah.
No way. Tonight. Kate, it is 6:44 on a Saturday on a 3-day weekend. Wait, maybe we will watch it tonight. You got 2 more hours of Batman in you? Guys, I don't know. I think Katie's over-caffeinated or something. This is wild. This is a wild time. All right, tune in next week for Batman and Robin.
The real story. The love story. A woman in danger. A hero in black. The adventure you've been waiting for. Where does he get those wonderful toys? What are you? I'm Batman. Rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.